Before the video begins, I know it's been a while, and you know, it's my first video back in nearly a month, and I'll be honest, I was just lazy. I didn't have any exams to be honest, and I was mostly just revising by myself, and yeah, I didn't have much time for YouTube. My exams are 2 months away. I know I shouldn't even be doing this right now, 2 months away from exams, but I thought I shouldn't just, leave you guys hanging. Gave no explanation for my leave, and like a week ago, I was like, yo, guys, I know it's been 2 weeks, upload today, or it's been a week, maybe even 2 weeks ago, but I'm not sure. And, I felt bad, and I'm not gonna leave you guys like this. And I'm actually still revising right now. I'm about to start revision again, but I'm gonna edit this video and upload it. But anyways, sorry for taking a whole minute of your time. But I'll it won't be as regular. So like before, it was at least 5 videos, like 4 5 videos a week. I'll try to do 3 to 4. But if you guys don't get that threshold, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure you guys understand. I'm busy. GCSEs is a big thing in the UK. So like, if I fail, I can't really get into an A level course or next step of my education. Anyways, I hope you'll enjoy this video, my ducklings. Um, you're dismissed, and peace. Welcome back, guys. This is me, Weebs, and this is what if Naruto. Holy shit, I forgot the wife. I'm joking. What if Naruto? I wasn't joking. Was in the Anbu part 2, last time we left off with Team 7, actually, just about meeting Zabuza for the first time, and Zabuza pretty much looks at them, and Kakashi tells his team to not engage the enemy, as that is what they've agreed on. Team 7 agrees, and they watch Kakashi take on Zabuza, as Naruto was like, so this is how the legendary, you know, Kakashi Hatake fought, and he was very impressed. Now, Naruto saw that Kakashi was heading, well, Naruto actually predicted with his eye, which he can actually see through his mask. He saw that Kakashi was about to, slip on some water, and Naruto actually got in the way, as he decided to say, nah, you know what, I'm not going to, allow that to happen. And so he gets in the way and pretty much pushes Kakashi just about, as Kakashi actually noticed that, that he was about to step on a puddle as well and slip last second. He realized that Naruto came to help him as he got pushed, and he actually backflipped, as Naruto then actually kicked Zabuza in the chest, and the two actually looked at each other as they nodded, and pretty much they started attacking Zabuza continuously together, and Naruto and Kakashi, well, Naruto would then off, back out of the fight, and Kakashi would take on the rest. Zabuza was clearly losing, and in the end, Haku comes in to save him. Now, Kakashi was surprised that Naruto was actually, that strong, and he was able to predict that, Kakashi was about to fall, and also he, well, no, also he was able to pretty much help him with comboing into a few attacks against Zabuza, and not only that, he also went on to pretty much, well, of course, Naruto did realize that that's not a real Anbu, but he just allowed it, as he thought that this might be a bit interesting. They might be able to find out some more things. And anyways, now he was very impressed by Naruto's, quick thinking and everything. And anyways, now Naruto smiles, saying that it's nothing, and pretty much goes on to say that they should get some rest, as Tazuna did, well, offer for them to rest up at his home, and Naruto said, well, maybe it is a good idea to rest up at his home, and well, Kakashi was like, maybe you're right, and basically now they go to Tazuno's home. During this 1 week, Kakashi will train Sakura mostly as well. Sasuke was already trained and he knows all the well chakra control training, and so does Naruto. Naruto doesn't even bother, but when Sakura's done with that, she no longer wants to train and pretty much goes on to just do her any whatever she wants. And anyways, now of course Sasuke continues his training with Kakashi as Naruto would train on his own, and he would just do whatever. And he would mostly train in mastering the Rasengan, which he has actually stolen from the Hokage. And now, once he's actually done with that, he would pretty much go on to, well, he would actually start training in well, how to actually well add the chakra nature to it, as Naruto has already pretty much learned the Rasengan. And anyways, now obviously we would pretty much see, well, Naruto Naruto and sorry, Naruto and Haku meeting. Sorry, I just lost my words there. And anywho, once they actually did meet, of course, Haku does tell him that if you have a loved one, you'll be much stronger than what you are, and pretty much you want to become stronger as you want to protect that one person that you love the most. And Naruto says that he has people, he used to have people like that. However, he has other people who you know he wants to protect now. And Haku is happy for Naruto, and Naruto asks, "Do you have anyone like that?" And Haku says, "Yes, one person. He's basically like my father." But anyways, we'll not let's not get into that. I'll have to go now. Take care, Naruto. Naruto nods, waving goodbye to Haku, as now he was going to go home and pretty much, you know, just do his own thing. And well, not home. He was actually going to go to Tazuna's home. It's not his home. And now we see pretty much Naruto and Team Seven. Well, Naruto actually does, you know, talk no jutsu little Inari, telling him that he's not the only one who is in this kind of situation. There are other people just like them, and he's had even a worse situation. He's not only lost his parents since birth; he never really had them, but so he lost anyone who ever came in contact with him, anyone who actually loved him or anyone he loved. They're all gone, and a tear starts shedding through Naruto's well through his mask as his left eye actually started watering, and Naruto wipes off, saying, "Whatever, you do you." And as he says that, he walks out. And anyways, now the next morning, Naruto leaves a clone behind to help Inari out, as he had a hunch, and pretty much he left her there so he could protect Inari's family while they were gone. And anyways, now once, of course, the two bandits attacked, Naruto pretty much took care of them, and in their actual fight, Naruto was taking on Haku as he actually played rock paper scissors with Sasuke to see who would fight Haku first, as they thought that they could defeat him, but Haku is much stronger than what they thought he would be, and pretty much now Naruto pretty much was taking on Haku one on one. And anyways, now obviously Naruto was having fun, obviously, as he hasn't fought in a while, and as in he hasn't fought against someone like this for a long time. As in, what I mean is that he hasn't sparred with someone who's strong like Itachi or Shisui. Anyways, now, of course, Naruto was having fun, and the two were, well, Haku and Naruto were pretty much going head to head. And Haku also was having a lot of fun as well, as clearly Naruto was someone who was a strong, and he wasn't weak, that's for sure. And anyways, now Naruto, who pretty much at this point, you know, won the fight because Haku was much slower than Naruto. Yes, although he was much faster than you know, apparently Kakashi according to well, Zabuza, but Naruto's much faster. And here, Naruto's hiding a lot of strength. He's an S rank shinobi as well, but it's hidden away as he's well, his identity is pretty much a facade. And anyways, now, anywho, obviously Naruto pretty much took Haku's mask off and asked why does he have to do this, and Haku tells him, that Zabuza is his loved one, and Naruto's eyes widen as he realizes that Haku has been doing everything for the people that he loves the most, and Ashley says, "Alright, how about you return to the Leaf Village? You'll be a lot of help to the Leaf Village. Did you know that? Especially your ice release. It's very intriguing. What do you use? What are the two chalk mages? Water and wind." Haku nods as Naruto then actually combines both water and wind and creates a little ice crystal. Naruto's a prodigy and he has a big plot armor. And obviously Haku is surprised and laughs, saying, "Obviously you can do it." And anyways, now Naruto, of course, pretty much goes on. Oh, that voice crack. Sorry about that. Naruto pretty much goes on to tell Haku, that it's over, the fight is over. They don't need to continue fighting. There's no point. As Haku smiles and says he really hopes that they don't need to continue. As Naruto helps him up, and then they hear well, the sound of 1,000 birds, and Naruto knew that this is the Chidori, and pretty much, well, Naruto says, "Nah, I'm not going to allow this," and pretty much he helps or pretty much stops Kakashi from continuing this attack, and pretty much Kakashi asks Naruto, "What is he doing?" And Naruto says, "I can't allow you to do this. This is Haku's loved one." And anyways, now Naruto looks at Kakashi saying, "No, I can't allow it." Kakashi then says, "What do you think you're doing, Naruto? These guys are our enemies." Naruto says, "Although they are our enemies, they are Haku. No, Haku is my friend, and if Haku says Zabuza is a good person, then he's a good person in my eyes." Of course, Kakashi then tries to, take his hand away, but clearly Naruto wasn't going to let go. His grip was too strong, and even Kakashi realized, "God damn, Naruto's very strong, isn't he?" And anyways, Naruto then asks whether Zabuza wants to join the Leaf Village. He'll ask the third Hokage to actually, you know, allow them to stay in the Leaf and become Shinobi of the Leaf. And Zabuza then looks at Haku as Haku nods, saying, "Alright then, if that's what Haku wants, I'll do it." Obviously, Naruto was happy, so was Haku. And anyways, now we would go on to see pretty much Naruto and Haku. Well, would be happy, but that happiness was short lasted as obviously Gato and his men arrived and they said, "You made my life much harder. I was hoping you'd make it easy on me, but clearly you didn't. So now you all die." Obviously, Naruto and well, Naruto wasn't gonna have it, so wasn't Zabuza or Haku, and they all three of them pretty much took care of Gato, and yeah, after that, obviously, Naruto and Team 7 helped out Tazuna build a bridge, and this is a goodbye as they return to the Leaf Village. Anyways, now, once they return to the Leaf Village, Team 7, well, Kakashi explained everything that went down, and obviously, the Hokage was fine with, them staying as long as they helped out, and they would be under surveillance for a little while, for a month or so, as you know, they were rogue shinobi before. especially Zabuza, not Haku, but mostly Zabuza. Zabuza was okay with it, and Naruto and Haku were happy about it. Now, the Hokage before, of course, Team Seven left, told Kakashi about the Chunin exams and Team Seven as it will be helpful for them to know about it. And then anyways, Team Seven would begin training. Haku would help out Naruto as Naruto asked whether, you know, he can help him develop some kind of ice release. As clearly, he's shown to be able to do so. Haku was 100%. I'll help you, and he helped Naruto out as Naruto was able to create, you know, they actually start using ice release, although he's not from the Yuki clan. And any only anime watchers may not have ever heard of the Yuki clan, but Haku's part of the Yuki clan, and it was only mentioned in the manga, if I believe, so, if I remember correctly. And that's actually a fun fact. Anyways, now obviously Naruto and Haku became really good friends, and now Naruto would be ready for the training exams as he knew how to pretty much control ice, and even better than Haku as he was able to control ice through thin air, literally, as that was just a natural ability of his somehow. They don't know, but it was just a kicking Genkai that he just had, fortunately. And anyways, very plot armor right there, a lot of plot armor. Now, Naruto and Haku pretty much, being best of friends right now. Well, Haku would wish him luck as Naruto went on to take the Chunin exams. Naruto would easily be able to get past through the first part of the exam as he was an Anbu, obviously he would be able to, and he would al- he would also pretty much you know he would release the Genjutsu, and Lee would still challenge Sasuke, which here Sasuke would take, and Sasuke would be very fast, if I didn't mention before, and his speed would be matching Lee's perfectly right before, before Lee took off his weights. Lee was going to take his weights off, but Guy appeared. Sorry about that. Guy appeared, and he stopped the fight between the two, and he said, Lee, don't do this. How many times did I have to tell you to not use, to not take your weights off? Obviously, Lee apologized and stopped the. Well, of course, the fight stopped, and they would pretty much go on to take the test anyway. And after this, Naruto and Team Seven took the test, and Naruto easily passed. Obviously, even finishing before anyone else, and helped out Hinata, who didn't really need his help, but still, well, obviously she wanted to help him. Now, Team 7, who is easily able to get through the first part of the exam, even the final question, question 10, whether you want to stay or not, they were easily able to, because, well, pass that as well, because they wanted to take the junior exams. Although Sakura was a bit hesitant, she realized that her two teammates would rather take it than actually just be cowards and leave. And anyways, now we will go on to pretty much see Naruto and Team Seven actually take the second part of the junior exams on the same day, and it was the first of death part. Obviously, this was a very interesting part as we know that you know Naruto still has to go to his little do his little thing, business. Although he's more serious here, when nature calls in it. And anyways, now Naruto goes off and he returns to see Sasuke struggling to fight Orochimaru. And it wasn't, he didn't realize that that was Orochimaru, but as soon as he arrived, he saw pretty much Sasuke getting bitten in the neck. And Naruto wasn't having his that, nah, fam, what's going on here? And anyways, now, obviously, Team 7, Naruto would help out Sasuke as he was falling down a tree branch that he was standing on right before he got bitten. And Naruto caught him and told Sakura to take him away as he made a clone to carry Sasuke, and pretty much said, Sakura, run from here. It's dangerous. Obviously, Sakura understood and nodded and went off. And pretty much now we would see Sakura going off and you know getting Sasuke to safety as Naruto's clone remains, and Naruto stares at Orochimaru and says, "You, who are you? I need to know." Obviously, Orochimaru laughs and says, my mission here is done." Naruto said, "I will take your scroll and your life at the same time." As he says that, he pretty much pulls out a kunai and literally looks at him as well, with menacing, with a well, with a malice in his eyes. And Naruto looked very menacing right now. Anyways, now obviously Naruto was pissed that Sasuke was done like that, and he was pretty much you know hurt like this, and Naruto wasn't going to have it. And now, obviously Naruto and as Orochimaru was about to escape, Naruto body flickers right in front of him, and he says, "Nah, I'm not gonna allow that to happen." And obviously, Naruto, who pretty much kicks Orochimaru back into the little battleground that they had, and there was, and goes on to attack him again by throwing a kunai at Orochimaru, and this was very surprising. Well, Orochimaru didn't understand why, but then obviously once he dodged, he was Orochimaru was like, "You're quite weak, aren't you?" And "You're quite stupid, aren't you?" And Naruto says, "No, not really," as the kunai had a seal on it, and this wasn't a flying rising seal. Don't worry, it was a seal that it was an explosive seal, which Naruto purposely put on it, and pretty much the kunai exploded, and Orochimaru's left arm was actually blown off. He was confused on what just happened, and Naruto says, "Alright, so where is your scroll?" Orochimaru says, "Right here," as he points towards his belly, and Naruto's like, "You know what, my time, let me just kill you here." As he says that, he pretty much opens the scroll and brings out a katana, which he used to use in the Anbu, and then, obviously, Orochimaru wasn't going to just allow Naruto to get, just attack him like that. So he sent a few snakes to bite Naruto with poison. As Naruto was bitten, Naruto was like, "Do you really think poison works on me?" As he says that, as Naruto actually is using ice release underneath his skin, so the poison would not get into his circulatory system, and or just into his body and just onto the skin. And so then he actually freezes the whole entire snake as he breaks it off, and pretty much the only thing that really changed about Naruto was his outfit. As once he broke the snake off, his little the tracksuit was ripped as well, and Orochimaru saw the Anbu seal or the Anbu tattoo, and he said, "You're part of the Anbu." Naruto says, "Well, an ex-member of the Anbu. I left it. Not worth being in there." Anyways, now, obviously, then he attacks Orochimaru as Orochimaru could not even react fast enough. Yes, Naruto was just that quick. He was very confused on why Naruto, or on how Naruto is this fast in the first place. And anyways, now, of course, Orochimaru was able to substitute himself and escape, and Naruto was pissed off, but he, well, put back his sword into his scroll as he went to his team. In the end, of obviously the Sound Trio would attack, and Naruto would take the scroll by destroying them in a fight. And obviously, once they pretty much left, Naruto and well, Naruto then went on to take his team to the of course Sasuke woke up, and Naruto took him out as well, pretty much putting him to sleep literally. And anywho now, um obviously, uh, and they tell Kakashi about it once they go into the tower, and Kakashi says that he will seal this weird seal away, with mark away, sorry, not seal, and pretty much they will go on to do the preliminaries. Here, the preliminaries would go exactly the same way, just that Hinata would put up more of a fight, which would change Neji's views in fate from the very beginning, and pretty much now we would see, well, obviously, we would see how Naruto beats Kiba easily, and everyone else who passes as well. Obviously, Gara absolutely destroys Lee, and then now we would see pretty much Team 7 go through, well, most of Sasuke and actually start training with, or continues training with Kakashi, whereas Naruto continues training with Haku for the first day, but then obviously Haku would pretty much stop training Naruto as Jiraiya wanted to train Naruto, and he actually met Naruto in the village, and he told him that he'll train him if he can catch him. And Naruto's like, all right, go on. And anywho now, during this 1 month, Naruto learns pretty much the same things. Learns the summoning jutsu, and him and Jiraiya would build a bond. Naruto would show him how he can pretty much use you know as release, and now obviously Jiraiya would be very strong, and well, no, not very strong, but obviously he would be very impressed by Naruto, and now, of course, Naruto, who obviously was happy with himself, he also showed him that he knows the Rasengan, and obviously, he also shows him how he's trying to add wind release to it. Every time he does, he just goes wild and becomes way too strong. And now, of course, Jiraiya tells him that he needs to improve on it a bit more, and tells him to do this and that, and pretty much tweaks it a little bit. Naruto is able to use it, although with much difficulty, uh, with high difficulty. Sorry, not much, but anyways, now obviously the training ends here as obviously Naruto's done, and now the Chunin exam finals would begin as Naruto would go in, and Hinata would wish him good luck, and the Neji actually respects Naruto a bit more as he saw how he swiftly destroyed Kiba, and then now Naruto would be much stronger than Neji, and the fight would be very entertaining, to be honest. Neji and Naruto would go back and forth over and over again, and they would be evenly matched pretty much as the two would, Naruto was holding back immensely as he was trying to match Neji's strength, and then Naruto had enough, and you know he actually made Neji use the rotation with the Rasengan, which Neji was able to deflect. However, Naruto wasn't there as he was about to attack Neji by kicking him in the shin, or not in the shin, sorry, but in the gut. But Neji countered with a 64 pounds, which didn't do anything to Naruto, as Naruto pretty much was able to stop mm, every single one of those hits by actually adding, well, creating an ice barrier pretty much within his body, and so his chakra, well, his chakra wouldn't be actually, well, chakra points wouldn't be blocked, and Naruto says it's over, Neji, as he says that Naruto, well, Neji actually, says, well played, you have defeated me, as he actually puts his hands up and resigns, realizing that Naruto was about to go all out. He wasn't just going to stand there, he was going to do something about this, and he respects Naruto for, you know, just giving his opponent a chance to escape, and Naruto clearly did, and here now, obviously, we go on to see Naruto, and well, the next fight should have been Sasuke's, but Sasuke didn't show up in time, and now obviously on now Naruto would pretty much go on to everyone would go on to see Shikamaru's fight, and Shikamaru here would actually take the win, as he actually wanted to win. Obviously, it was a pretty cool fight. You know how it went in the original, and if you don't, Shikamaru basically outsmarts pretty much everyone there, and now we would go on to see Shikamaru, Shino's fight next, but of course, Kankuro decides to resign, and after that, Kankuro didn't fight, and Sasuke showed up. Sasuke's fight would go on as per normal, we all know it, and now Anywho, when Sasuke arrived, his fight went as per normal, and Naruto, sorry, obviously Gaara would have won ballistic, and he would have pretty much wanted to kill everyone there, and Hashikage Gaara came out, and anyways, now Sasuke would follow Gaara, and pretty much Kakashi would tell Naruto to, and Sakura, although Sakura, well, he actually doesn't tell Sakura here, as he tells Naruto to go alone, as he believes that Naruto is strong enough to do so, and Naruto says, "Alright, I will. I'll bring back Sasuke. Don't worry, believe it." And he leaves to bring Sasuke back. Now, obviously, Naruto and well, Naruto would now pretty much find Sasuke and see that Gaara is absolutely destroying him. And now, obviously Naruto saves Sasuke and tells, well, of course, Sasuke is really tired and he's been injured quite a bit. And in the end, he actually faints as Naruto takes on the rest of the fight and tells, well, pretty much befriends Gaara like per normal. And now, obviously, Gaara is returned to normal. And now Naruto and Gaara become friends as once Naruto returns, he pretty much sees the third Hokage about to use the Reaper Death Seal as Naruto knows what he's about to do. Naruto's like, nah, I can't allow that to happen. And as he says that, obviously, he pretty much says no to it. And what he does is that he freezes the Hokage's hands as he was about to do it. And he's like, no, I'm not going to allow it. As he pretty much freezes Orochimaru's whole entire body as well, which makes the Sand fall agitate a bit, or a bit agitated, and let go of the barrier to help their master. And Naruto also seals away the two other Hokage by using well, a sealing type ice release. And now Naruto, well, the barrier was taken down, and all the on when Naruto were next to Hokage, and the Hokage thanked Naruto, as Naruto says it's no problem, as he breaks the ice from his hands, and pretty much faints in the Hokage's arms, as Naruto was tired from all the chakra usage that used today. And now Naruto was awarded with Chunin rank, so was Shikamaru, and now obviously this was a very important, well, impressive to many people. Naruto has shown to many shinobi that he is there to protect the Hokage with his own life, and clearly he was there to even help him out against Orochimaru if he was much stronger than Naruto, clearly. And now, obviously, Naruto was praised, and the Hokage does ask Jiraiya to become the fifth Hokage, but Jiraiya says that there is someone more fit to be that, and he'll bring her back with Naruto. And well, obviously, the Hokage was like, alright, but if you don't, you promise you'll become Hokage. Jiraiya says, I can't really make that promise, but I'll see what I can do. Obviously, well, Naruto and Jiraiya do go off to pretty much find Tsunade, and now once they do find Tsunade, obviously, they well, sorry, the Tsunade, of course, badmouths all the Hokage, and Naruto gets pissed off at this and is like, nah, I'm not having this, and pretty much takes her outside and says, if you wanna fight, we can. And obviously, Tsunade was like, who's this brat? Is he your student? I can see where he got the disrespect from. Do you not know who I am? And Naruto says, I couldn't give a damn who you are. You clearly, well, obviously, Naruto was very pissed off. And now, Naruto and Tsunade would begin their little fight. And now, uh, obviously, Naruto, who still was pissed off, would be able to put up a good fight, but was defeated by Tsunade. Tsunade saw that Naruto was getting back up, though he was weakened, especially because Naruto hasn't fully recovered from all the chakra usage, all the chakra that he used before. And anyways, now obviously now Naruto and Tsunade would see that Naruto stood back up and said, "I'll become Hokage just like them one day," and even greater Hokage than all of them. And he pretty much made a Rasengan in his hand, and Tsunade was very impressed by Naruto's strength and Naruto's ability. And obviously, she was like, the Rasengan. I wonder who taught you that. Looking at, of course, Jiraiya just looks away, saying, he actually learned on his own." Tsunade was more impressed as she believed that Jiraiya had, but then she's like, "You sure about that?" And Jiraiya confirms. And anywho, now obviously Tsunade becomes the fifth Hokage, and here, after hearing what happened with Naruto being able to defeat Orochimaru, not Orochimaru, but Gaara, obviously Sasuke wanted to challenge Naruto, and so he did. However, obviously Naruto didn't want to fight, and he wasn't going to, as he didn't. And once he was made to fight, obviously, well, sorry about that. Obviously, he had to fight, and he defeated Sasuke, who was very injured, and Sasuke was pissed off. And anyways, now this went on to Sasuke leaving the Leaf Village, but here there wouldn't be Sakura to find out that he left, as otherwise there would be no story for Sasuke. As Naruto's way too strong, Sasuke cannot defeat Naruto even if he had the curse mark too. And anyways, now they would find out a week later that Sasuke's been missing for a while, and Naruto's pissed off, and so he went on his own training for 2 years. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna end off this part. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weaves there, and my darklings, you're dismissed, and peace.